Hey everyone, this is Glazer of Snap Judgments, and some of you are wondering what the heck this is. If you need a big overview, please check out my Future of this Channel video released a bit ago. If you're interested in the short version though, we are still going to be releasing 7 Marvel Snap videos a week, but in addition, 3 days a week, we're doing Raid Shadow Legends videos. We're inviting you to join us on this journey. I know the game has a strange reputation about being extremely pay to win, and it is, but that's not what we're doing here. We've got our nice simple way of doing it, where if you join us, you get $200 of goodies to start. Anything I spend or get in the game, I'll be giving away to the community. And we're going to create a community alliance where we can all play together. Let's see how we do. I had a really great time. What we're going to look at today is I'm going to introduce you to portions of the game. I'm going to be introducing you to a lot of the early parts of the game. I didn't want to show you my first day of playing because that's a bunch of tutorial stuff. There's almost nothing less interesting in the world than watching someone play through a tutorial. So go through the tutorial yourself, use the code, get the $200 of free stuff, go through the tutorial. This is my day 2. Unfortunately, day 2 is something like hour 3 or 4 because I really had a little too much fun day 1 and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the content, so I actually played for a few hours, but you'll get caught up to this point relatively soon. What we're going to go over today is a look at my teams, my champions, some gear upgrades included there. We're going to look at the campaign, what the campaign looks like, and then we're going to look at what the dungeons are and what a dungeon map is. So this is just a nice intro to my first day, some early accounts action. Please let me know what yours is like. If you're having a fun, download the game and let me know what you think. I'll see you after we do a bunch of gameplay. All right, so we've logged into Raid. This is day 3, and we're just going to give you a quick walkthrough. I know I said I'd be day 2, but this is in fact going to be day 3 because apparently I had the volume quite loud, which is a very, very me thing to do. We're just going to walk you through all the different things. You'll note as soon as you log in, you've got a million different little red things. I'm going to show you what everything is and where you can find it. So we've got our referral program for our referral links. We can do that, but hopefully you're just using my link to download the game and we can go that way. I greatly prefer you download that way if you're going to do the referral. And again, there's going to be a million pop-ups. I don't even read them. Let's just close them and move on. There we go. All right, we move on. We got leaderboards. Spoiler, not me. Very not me. Congrats to Core and CWJ though, whoever those players may be. We've got a limited series called The Arbiter and game news. So our Call the Arbiter stuff, we've just got, this is our current season, along with a bunch of cinematics and so on. Reasonably cool stuff. I've watched a little bit of it. If you're interested, check it out. News, we're not going to care about right now. Let's take you through what I do care about. All right. So right up here, this was red and I clicked it. We've got our inbox, so we can just claim some things, except I can't claim that because I'm maxed out on it. Full energy, a Demon Lord key, and then we've got all the arena tokens we can handle. No big deal there. The next thing I want to show you is the coolest thing, obviously, is champions. Champions are my team. This is the legendary that you too will have when you use my code. It is Elenaril. That is my most powerful character by an awful lot. We've got skins. We can make their favorite. We can read about them. Lore is really cool here. She's a trader. It's very, very cool. Legendary high elf. Very cool stuff. You can equip weapons and you can upgrade the weapons that you equip on people. Let's just upgrade that to level 8. See, we can just upgrade our weapons. We can upgrade our equipment. We're not going to show you a whole bunch of that stuff, but it is a thing that we can do. I gave the best gear to the best character, which I think is actually a bad idea. I should probably be trying to power up my weaker characters, but the main team I'm using right now, we want to use our higher rarity characters. So we've got Elenaril. We've got our other high elf, Vergus. Vergus is also been very, very powerful for me. This is our epic character, and outside of that, we have 3 rares that we've mainly been using. We've been using Kale. Kale is Dark Elf. This is my starter character. A quick Google search suggested that Kale was where we wanted to be as a starter character, so that's where I went. We've got a supporter. This is the War Priest, level 11. Really, really cool character. I've enjoyed having a healer on the team a fair amount. Apparently that one wants me to do something with it. What do you want me to do? You want me to filter it? I don't know. Whatever. Just new. Oh, okay. So we got a newer version of that. That's fine. I don't really care about that right now. And then we've got the Undead Horde. This is a Rotting Mage. That's an extra supporter. This has been fine. It's kind of my weakest of the things that I've been using. Prior, I was using this Crusader, who I think is really cool. A fairly generic Crusader that I like. The Sniper and these characters were nothing. The commons and uncommons are fine, I guess, but they're not especially great. The higher tier ones are the ones we want to look at. We can throw a ring on this character if we wanted to. We've got a high elf ring, which would give it extra attack and defense, but this is already my best character. I feel relatively comfortable here. We'll show you what these characters look like in combat in a minute. So let's say, we can create our own pack. Let's say we want to get some new characters. We can go to the summoner portal. We go right here, and this will give us a, they gave me some cool stuff. So we got Mystery Shard, that's going to give us a common, uncommon, or rare. Ancient Shards, which are going to give us obviously rare, epics, and legendary. They sent me this as an extra bonus. I will make sure that I'm able to give at least a couple of these away relatively soon. I hope. This might have been tied to the month of August. It might not have, but either way, let's do a summon. We've got 4.99 mil, so we can spare 100,000 to get an epic or a legendary. It immediately summons, and we end up with, oh, very cool, Jotun, who is me if I don't shave a while, a barbarian. Happy to have a barbarian here. We'll take the barbarian into combat in a little bit. Let's give him some equipment, and then we're gonna mess with that. Yeah, so on and so forth. I can summon some more stuff, but you get the idea. We're just trying to do an overview for the day. Again, it's like, hey, we'd like to build you a thing. No. Quests are daily quests. As we do things, we just come back here and claim them. If we fight an arena, we summon 3 champions. I guess we can summon a couple more champions just to get that done. Let's summon a couple of the cheapies, because summon 10 cheap, crappy champions. I mean, crappy, but like, whatever, right? Like, these are just going to be whatevers. A Sergeant, an Axeman, a Hunger, a Vulpine. I'm sure these have uses, but I'm learning as you are. Hey, that one was pretty cool. So we've now completed our summon of champions, and we can close that out. And we are just going to go to quests, and we're going to grab our completed quests. We'll use 50 energy. We'll do this stuff relatively quickly. Challenges are things that we just do as we go. Again, we summon a champion, we get some extra gold. You got to win a campaign battle using 420 or higher. That's not going to happen. We got to upgrade a mythical champion skill. I don't know how to do that yet. We've got our clan. Again, we will have a clan for ourselves as soon as we're apparently in Aussie Reaper's clan. We will have a clan for ourselves once we are done. Apparently you can check into your clan. Good for that. Index. This is going to give us a bunch of information about our elves and all of the different characters we have. It tells us just a little bit about everyone. It's really cool stuff. Again, if you ever want to read it, maybe we'll do a lore day. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in a lore day. We've got a drop battle. We got a timer. So the longer we play, remember we're doing an hour a day, so these two should be beyond us most days. Our goal is to get to that one. So an hour a day. We're not going to do that on video right now, but that's our goal. We've got a Guardian ring here, so we can upgrade this to level 10. I don't even know what that is, but now we have a certain experience per hour. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to use my gems to continue to upgrade that, but hey, the Guardian ring is done. And let's see what that does. Guardian gives you ways to improve your champions, level up champions without needing to battle, so on and so forth. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. We can throw a champion in there. We could throw him in there, but I want to use him, so we'll do that later on. For the time being, let's continue to... People are unlocking Michelangelo, and I'm stupidly jealous. The market is going to be just a way we can buy some basic stuff using in-game currency. Clan shop. From our clan, we get all these different skins and so on and so forth. Token trader. We can trade whatever those are for these characters, and then I don't have that access to the other stuff yet because I'm not high enough level. All right, so that's the basic gist of it. Let's we have tournaments here, events here, and purchase rewards here. Let's show you what some battle looks like. So we're just going to go into, let's do one dungeon, one campaign, and one arena, and just take a quick look. So we're going to do a quick little bit of campaign. We're going to start at the lowest campaign just to show you what it is. We're not going to worry about the story or anything else. There's other stuff we can do with campaigns, but we are going to show you just the first campaign going from start to end. I've done this before plenty of times, so you can change the difficulty to harder. You can keep it normal. You can keep it normal just to show you what's what. We pick our heroes. I'm going to keep that, and then let's throw our barbarian in. We're trying to level up our lovely new barbarian friend. We're going to use Kale, who is the starter I chose. I urge you to choose as well. So let's go. We got Kale happening right now. Boom. Let's go. All right, so we choose from our skills. We can long press to get it to say this is poison. That will immediately kill everyone, and that will immediately stack our poison, so we're just going to kill one guy. The yellow means it's normal. The color above the head will show how hard it attacks, but we're way stronger than the first guy. Oop! Since we were provoked, we have no choice but to attack, and our guy immediately smash. Let's do the same thing. We do not heal between battles, but we should be too strong for this. Okay, so oh, look, we can drag around and so on. Okay, so we've got attack one enemy, 30% chance of decreasing their defense. We've got a 75% chance of burn, and then we've got a destroy targets match HP by 30. Cool, let's just smash. Regular attack, regular kill. And then the round 3, see round 2 of 3. Round 3 will be just stay quick. Let's make that go away. Usually I just get rid of round 3. We go to next. We're going to take out Kale. We're going to keep using him because he's who we're trying to level. Let's show you just a quick tour of all the good characters. So we're going to show you this guy. This is our, I forgot the name, but this is our second best character. And we will just immediately go see red, not good. Immediate kill. Oop. Resisted, sounds good. Smash again. Immediate kill, good stuff. We can speed this up, see? To 2. We can auto battle, and that puts a defense on our lovely hero here. We now attack with our big barbarian. Our barbarian is weak against that, but it doesn't matter. And we win. We go to the last guy, the last team. This will be a group buff. We don't need it yet. Second win, immediate shield. That's that passive. That's the P with the stuff. Boom, shield. And now let's see what the big attack does right here. Ooh, destroys max HP and kills him. Good stuff. Bye. Nice and easy from that team. As now we have leveled Jotun up and Vergus. Good stuff. Vergus is gone. We are going to move on to using our healer. This is going to make it take a little longer. It's a healer. It's not going to do as much damage. Actually, let's save the healer. The healer is slightly worse than our zombie guy, so let's use our zombie guy. Again, we have attack that has a 25% chance to freeze, a 25% attack buff, and then a 75% chance of stunning enemy defense. This is not apparently very good. We're strong against each other at least. And I kill, and I kill. Done. You can see how long it is that they attack the yellow under their name. Ugh. Alright, well, let's kill that guy because we don't want to get hit by him again. You can see this is not especially good offense, but whatever, it'll do the job as we try and level up our lovely new friend. Let's boost attack. Let's see what this one does. Oh, it kills in one shot is what it does. That was pretty cool. That would have been a group attack, but so be it. And then we'll kill with big sword. Boom. Destroy max HP, done. Next, cleric time. And then I'll show you our wonderful Elenaril next. No aura skill. That means fundamentally no leader. Nice resist. Always good defense on the cleric here. Although stunned is not ideal here. See if I can avoid getting stunned again this time. Yeah. Now we've got a heal, a buff, and an attack. So we're just going to attack to kill. The first two are always just like, let's get through it quickly. And I'll show you auto now. Boom. One shot. Ooh, let's buff attack for no readily apparent reason. Yeah, that's why we don't usually use auto. That should one-hit kill too. It doesn't one-hit kill even with the attack buff. But now I don't have the attack buff for the last one. Sometimes the third one is a boss. I'll show you that later as well. So we're going to go... We're plenty. We don't need to heal. We're just going to hit you. So we're strong against that's what that green was. We're strong there. And this should kill because that's very powerful. Now that we're showing you everyone, let's just use our powerful team and go forward. And now we're just going to go forward with our powerful stuff and we should wreck basically immediately. Great damage from our bow-wielding hero. Let's finish them with that. And we move along. Hey, we got a new champion. Hooray! A bandit. Good job. Common bandit. That is fairly terrible character, but whatever. Yay, fairly terrible characters, as we are finally leveling up to 5 our lovely barbarian. We're almost done here, but you get the idea. Let's skip ahead to the end. Now we are on the final battle, the final of this area. We are fighting. And we are just going to get through this relatively quickly, ideally. Again, they remain strong against this character. The character's so good, I don't really care. That'll be a one-shot kill. Stab with Barbarian to finish. You continue to get hit, but you have the second win, so it doesn't matter. Kill that. And now we fight a boss. See? Boss. See? Notice all the health at the top. Really cool stuff. Let us begin with a buff. All protection, all defense, reflect damage. Good stuff. Great damage. Kill that max HP. It seems like a good thing to do. Wow, look at that damage. All right, we're done. We win here. Boss was nothing to us as we have now finished that level. Moving on. We can move on to the next thing now. It takes us into the next area. We're not going to actually do the next area. I just wanted you to see what it was. Let's move on and show you what else we can see here. We have showed you campaign. Let's show you a quick dungeon. Dungeons aren't terribly different, but just a quick idea to look at what dungeons are. I've been mostly doing Arcane Keep because most of the others are locked. Let's try the Force Keep for the first time and see what this looks like. We are going to pick a team. We're going to have our leader be our leader. Elenaril, that's going to be our team, and then we have a cleric in our last spot. So our team is now going to be our 2 high elves. Two high elves, our dark elf, the barbarian, and the cleric. Let's go forward with it. Oh, I didn't equip my giant guy. I guess I should have done that. We can do that at a later date. So we're just going to try and get through this. Note that no good damage here. Not ideal, but they shouldn't be able to damage him too much either. Lots of decreases in defense here. This is 1 of 3 though, so we're going to try and be a little careful. Yeah, we're just trying to get things before they attack us is the goal here. That's going to attack no matter what. I want to see if we can stop that one. Looks like probably not. Ooh, yeah, we got it. Trying to stop things before they can attack us seems to be the name of the early game here. And again, everything red. I like getting rid of mages if possible. and then we will kill you because obviously OP. Now we've got a boss fight. We got to get through the 2 guards before we do anything else. So let's boost the entire team here. There we go. We group attacked and got through almost everyone. Our healer finishes that one, and now we're good to go. Start stacking poison on there. Let's lower that max HP. There we go. Some lovely damage there. Another big attack. Boom. Stack some more poison. Poison 2. That's 2 stacks. Remember, we can trigger all of our poison when we want. We needed our cleric to wake up. Our cleric should be awake now. Let's boost some attack for everybody. Regular sword attack. Flaming giant sword. We're almost done here. Looks like we're going to win without losing anything. This is going to be activate all the poison. So if we can get a team of poison, we're really good to go. Good damage there. Looks like we're going to finish this before we get any cool moves again, but fine. And looks like we win now, so no point in one more buff. All right, we win. So that is how that mode works, and hopefully you enjoyed it. It's really, really straightforward, right? Nothing too complicated, although you can pump up the difficulty as much as you choose. All right, and now we're going to check out Arena. This is my first foray into the classic arena, which is, I believe, me playing against other people. Looks like these are probably all way higher level than I am, so be it. Let's just do a quick, this one seems like the person that just started. So we want this to be our team. Yep, these are our 4. Let's get to it. Oh, it's like a mirror. They attack and I don't. Interesting. Here we go. Well, we got rid of 2. From here, we can just say, you, go down. Thank you. Does not go down. Instead, actually survives. Okay. Well, we would like that to die before it attacks, and then we should be able to kill right here. Yep, we got it. So that is classic arena, nice and simple. Try and pick opponents that you could beat, I guess, because that looks way too high level for me. This looks like almost a fair fight. These 2 look like almost a fair fight. I don't know. Apparently I should have Elenaril. Sorry, not Elenaril. I should have this guy as my leader. My Dark Elf is my leader at this point. It's fine. I'm going to actually try this one because they seem to be lower ranked than me. And I'm curious about how that works. Yeah, I'm much more higher team power. So it tells you your team power and how that goes. And now we're just going to go, let's do our team buff. It continuously heals us and does everything else that's powerful. And now we'll kill half their team that way. Yeah, we're way more powerful than this person. The level of their heroes was not on par with mine. And like the epic type thing was enough to really take it over. I guess we can just see if we can beat these last 4, right? This one is right at my level. Let's see if I can actually pull it off as a player playing it instead of the thing. Ooh, look, they have very different characters than we do too. We do that. We give ourselves this buff again. Ooh, good stuff. Let's do a strength buff. We're gonna have to heal soon. It's fine. There we go. Poisoned and killed someone. Oh, now they got somebody. That's about to attack, so let's make that not a thing. We can heal this gentleman. It seems like a good thing to do. They also heal, which is a good thing I healed because I would have died immediately. You'd be dead, Mr. Big Damage Person. And it looks like we got this, but that was much closer. Is they're much higher level than I am, but we got it. Okay. But now we've won the challenge. We've done most of what we were supposed to do for the day, right? We did arena, we did campaign, we did dungeons. We can continue to play, but we've had a nice relaxing time. I don't feel pressured to really do much more. Let's claim our stuff and then we're done for the day. See how easy that is? I told you this game was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you're downloading using my code, and then I'll see you in the outro, fam. Thanks for watching. So, dear friends, that's day 1 of our Raid Shadow Legends videos. That's our first official on the clock video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I think that it's really fun. If you love JRPGs, if you like strategy, if you're willing to mess around with me and have a good time, check out the game. If not, no hard feelings. Again, we're going to be doing this 3 days a week. We still have 7 days a week of Marvel Snap videos coming to you. So have no fear. You're getting the same Marvel Snap content you want. Eventually, I'm sure we'll end up deep diving, going fairly deep into this game. But I want to enjoy this as a casual. I want to show the community that this can be a game for casuals, that pop-ups and annoying monetization, at least they're upfront and they don't have to take away our enjoyment of the game. Use the link in the description or the pinned comment, join Raid Shadow Legends, and let me know in the comments when you do, and we'll make sure we get our alliance going and everything else so that we can play some Raid together. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Snap Judgments. Peace.